I'm gonna pop some tags. Only got $20 in my pocket. I'm hunting, looking for a come up. This is fucking awesome.
Now, walk into the club like, what up? I got a big cock. I'm just pumped. I bought some shit from a thrift shop. Ice on the fringe is so damn frosty. The people like,
Damn, that's a cold ass honky.
rolling in hella deep, headed to the mezzanine. Dressed in all pink, except my gator shoes. Those are green, draped in a leopard mink. Girl standing next to me. Probably should've washed this. Smells like R. Kelly sheets. But shit, it was 99 cents. I get copping it, washing it. About to go and get some compliments. Passing up on those moccasins. Someone else has been walking in. Bummy and grungy fucking man. I am stunting and flossing and saving my money. And I'm hella happy that's a bargain, bitch. I'ma take your grandpa style. I'ma take your grandpa style. No, for real. Ask your grandpa, can I have his hand-me-down? Velour jumpsuit and some house slippers. Dookie brown leather jacket that I found. Dig it. They had a broken keyboard. I bought a broken keyboard. I bought a ski blanket. Then I bought a kneeboard. Hello, my ace man, my mellow. John Wayne ain't got nothing on my fringe game, hell no. I could take some pro wings, make them cool, sell those. The sneakerheads will be like, he got the Velcro.
I'm gonna pop some tags. Only got $20 in my pocket. I'm hunting, looking for a come up. This is fucking awesome. I'm gonna pop some tags. Only got $20 in my pocket. I'm hunting, looking for a come up. This is fucking awesome.
What she know about rocking the wolf on your noggin? What she knowin' about wearing a fur fox skin? I'm digging, I'm searching right through that luggage. One man's trash, that's another man's come up. Thank your granddad for donating that plaid button up shirt. Cause right now I'm up in her skirt. I'm at the Goodwill, you can find me in the I'm not stuck on searching in the section. Your grandma, your auntie, your mama, your mammy. I'll take those flannel zebra jammies secondhand and rock that motherfucker. The built-in onesie with the socks on that motherfucker. I hit the party and they stop in that motherfucker. They be like, oh, that Gucci, that's hella tight. I'm like, yo, that's $50 for a t-shirt. Limited edition, let's do some simple edition. $50 for a t-shirt, that's just some ignorant bitch. I call that getting swindled and pimped. I call that getting tricked by business. That shirt's hella dope. And having the same one as 6 other people in this club is a hella don't. Peak gang, come take a look through my telescope. Tryna get girls from a brand, man, you hella won't. Man, you hella won't.
Goodwill. Poppin' tags. Yeah.
I'm gonna pop some tags. Only got $20 in my pocket. I'm hunting, looking for a come up. This is fucking awesome. I'll wear your granddad's clothes. I look incredible. I'm in this big ass coat from that thrift shop down the road. I'll wear your granddad's clothes.
Damn right.
I look incredible.
Hey, come on, man.
I'm in this big ass coat from that thrift shop down the road. I'm gonna pop some tags. Only got $20 in my pocket. I'm hunting, looking for a come up. This is fucking awesome.
Is that your grandma's coat?
Why would you do that to yourself?
Because
No
they
one
wanted
seems to
to,
know.
because they thought that, because it is a phenomenal idea.
Phenomenal. You know
It
what
is
else is?
absolutely phenomenal.
You know what else
Who
is?
wouldn't want that?
You know who else is phenomenal?
Me?
Yeah, well, of course, Pizzle, you're always phenomenal. But the fact
Gigi?
that we,
Steph?
like a fiery phoenix, we rose from the ashes, and here we are.
Hi, everybody.
I was like, why did I hear that earlier today?
Mm-hmm.
On Twitter.
Yeah, apparently
idiot.
that's the only thing Twitter knows about me is that I am in some way related to something from the fiery flames, like a phoenix.
Well,
I don't
Grok
think I've
called
ever
me
said that.
very controversial, so
You are very controversial.
figured
Almost.
I would
I agree
go.
with that
If
assessment.
I'm gonna be controversial, I might as well stream from my favorite vacation spot. So that's where we're at.
For those uninitiated, that's Epstein's Island.
It's Pizzle Island now.
Piss Island.
Actually, for those uninitiated, welcome to Clear as Mud and our quarterly episodes. I'm one of your hosts, Gigi Hearts, and here we have your other host, Peepaw Riveter.
PayPal Riveter.
Yeah.
Terrible intro. Steph, do better.
Yo, what's up, cuz?
Much better. Jessica,
Hi.
there we go.
We have a
What's up,
request.
everybody?
We already have a request from chat.
We do.
Yeah.
Is it for everybody to tweet out this stream because who knows the next time we'll stream is? Is it that what it is?
No, they're wanting Seth to go blonde, and they're wanting Pizzle to dye her hair red.
I'm
I
sure
think
we
I
had an
will.
episode where that was the thing. Because I
I
used
think
to
that
be
was the
blonde, and
thing. I think we
Pizzle
did that.
used
We
to
were
red.
Peepaw's Angels or whatever. I think we did that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I can't dye my hair red because Scott said no. He doesn't like.
Well, you had a
red,
wig.
He's a
or
man.
whatever.
But I did.
He'll
have a
forget.
wig. No, you won't. No, I won't.
No free spawn here. Hold on.
So, anyway, we haven't done a show since we basically ruined the Spurgies and gave all the information out before. It was
You mean
supposed to.
made better? You mean improved in any way? Us for doing that was like the highlight of the show, I think.
No, I'm gonna tell you what I think. I think we may have cursed them because now recording only streams about once every 2 months or something. I think they're almost as bad as us now.
Maybe.
That is the way of the commentary podcast.
And you know what? I think that's good. I think
do?
we've done a lot of good for this community.
I think so too. I think we've done a lot of good. But you know who hasn't done a lot of good?
Epstein?
Go on.
No.
Well,
Did you guys know, chat? Did you guys know that
Oh,
There-
R.I.P. Matt. R.I.P.
why? What's
Medley
He
says he died, so
oh
R.I.P.
he
I have
did?
my
Mission.
red wig on now.
It'll
There
take
you go.
slightly less for your body to decompose, presumably.
Yeah. So Gigi came to us and said, "Hey, I've got a story for us." And I said, "Well, okay, take it to the girls, and if they sign off on it, we'll do a stream. I don't care, you know." And so she brought this to us, and I was actually a little bit taken aback, flabbergasted, you might say. I could not believe that there's actually drama in quote estate / like thrift shop. Yeah, estate sales, thrift shopping, that type of stuff. There's actually drama, and it's not just like minuscule.
It's not even
I mean,
just these people. Apparently, it happens. Like people, I know it happens because like you've heard about like people fighting at like the Barney's sale. Like I remember hearing that on TV.
the Barney
as a kid.
sale. What do you mean?
Like you never watched Friends. There's like all these episodes where they like, oh, the whatever famous brand is having some estate sale, and there's an episode where they get into a fight with another woman and have to like fight over like one purse, and then it's a whole
No.
you know.
No,
This is a very common sitcom
I
trope,
was,
and I'm very disappointed.
I was
That you don't
too
know
busy raising a family. I'm sorry, I didn't get to waste
Rub it
my
in,
day.
rub it in.
I didn't
people.
get to waste my days away just watching television. So
That's right. See, so people know what I'm talking about. There are tropes. Now you're gonna tell me you don't know the movie montage, the
What movie
makeover
montage?
movie montage.
no, I don't know what you're talking about.
What about the workout one? I'm gonna be Rocky. I'm gonna eat some raw eggs and then climb up the steps of Philadelphia.
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
So, anyways, this one takes place at an estate sale. Which, for anyone who doesn't know what an estate sale is, it's usually for when people die and they have a bunch of shit, and their family wants to try to kind of get rid of it all at once. And
Yeah.
So-
I was going to do one recently. It's a whole to do, and I can't imagine trying to do all of that while also dealing with the death of somebody that you liked, and also much less
maybe
for
they
like
didn't like him.
house.
Maybe, yeah, exactly. Maybe
If
it's
you're
just a
selling
family.
all their items, you probably don't really give a shit.
Yeah, or
True, these
they're-
are like estates. These are like
or
big houses.
they're being like only the way family members really can be. They're trying to squeeze every last little drop of money out of the person, right? So let's sell all their shit off and just, get a quarter for this and that and what have you. So
Yeah.
we have
It's also where a lot of these places even get their supply of vintage, because like
Yeah.
these people will hoard these antiques and like vintage clothing, and then they die and all of it like goes at once. So that's kind of sort of where this drama is starting from. Kind of, sort of.
So when you say
is
vintage,
people
what do
go-
you mean by vintage? Give
So
me an
like
idea.
vintage, I believe.
Your age, your time frame.
So vintage, I believe, has the literal definition of anything that's over 20 years old. So everyone on this podcast is vintage. But yeah. But I think they
Do you-
mean
okay.
vintage like older than
No,
that.
the three of us are young, beautiful women. Peepaw is vintage.
So what you're
I think he's more like what they call a classic. You know how vehicles.
That's true.
Yeah, he's got the
Classics
black
are a
plates.
thing.
He's got the tax exempt plates.
So what you're saying is if I have like some like t-shirts, right, from like the 80s, right?
Yep.
Those are vintage. Those are highly sought after, worth maybe some
Not
money.
necessarily highly sought after, but one of the people in this, the boyfriend, if you go on his Instagram, that's all he has. It's just band t-shirts from the time that he's reselling for like 70, 80, $100. Some of them go for a lot, especially if they're like, you can prove they're from like a particular tour or something.
Yeah.
Because not only are they, you can't get them anymore.
Oh,
a lot of them
yeah,
are 100%
no, I've heard about
cotton.
that.
They're like good quality
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you can go to an estate sale, pick up like 5 shirts for, I don't know, $100, and then resell each one of them for 50 to 100. That's a pretty little penny.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So we have 3 people involved in this story. We have our heroine, right? Our is that right?
Well,
Heroine.
we shouldn't call her that. The audience might disagree with us as to who's in the right here.
Okay, but they're wrong, but that's okay. So let's see here. God, it's been so long since I've done this shit. I think this is the button here. Nope, it's not going to work. Okay, about this one. Okay, we'll use this one. Whatever. So this is Miss Marissa Marissa G. Martin. Marissa Martin. She's a TikToker. She's got like 91,000.
Way more subscribers now.
91,000 followers. She lives in New Mexico. She is a thrifter. She goes to like thrift stores, estate sales, things of that nature. As you can see, she has a lot of TikToks showing off her finds, her what do they call them? Her treasure hauls or whatever.
Polls.
Yeah, this here, this video, this TikTok here. This is the one we're going to watch this here in a minute. This is the one where the incident happened, and it's at 13.5 million views.
Jesus Christ.
That's a lot of, okay. So the boyfriend of the girl that got into a kerfuffle with Marissa, his name is Rob, and he runs a vintage store. This is his Insta. I could not
Resale, right.
where he resells Insta. Ain't he just a cool looking dude? Look at him. I mean, he's just so cool.
And he resells it.
He buys them. Hopefully he rewashes them. What is it? What is this? I don't
In order to
know.
scroll on Instagram, you do have to be like logged in and stuff.
That's so stupid.
Medley is saying that we hate real estate. We are going to get into that conversation a little bit as to like the. I think it's there's definitely discussion to be had.
And then there's this one called I Love Frogs. Her name is Ruby.
Her name is Ruby.
And she is the significant other of Rob. Okay. So that's
Marissa's
our,
going to tell her the situation herself. So
yeah. So we're going to watch. Does this have God, I don't use TikTok. Didn't we ban this damn thing anyhow? Jesus.
for like 12 hours.
So is audio okay? Get the audio here. Okay. So this is Marissa. She's at this quote estate sale or whatever. She's whatever. And
me trying to mind my own business at an estate sale when a group of resellers challenged me to rock, paper, scissors for a $35 dress.
yeah, that's it. Here we go. And that's the two people, and this is kind of, but this is, I guess, the day it happened or what have you.
It's really not that serious. And I'm buying these to wear them, not to sell them. So.
Okay.
So do they know each other, considering she said like the resellers?
No.
No, I'm assuming that she just
used it as an insult without knowing.
Well, okay.
No,
No, I don't think so. I think
You have the one where she actually explains, like, she does go through what happened.
I think this one here. Okay, so this one here.
No, that one's after the whole response, though, so we can't skip to that.
Okay,
one.
So here we go. So this one here says, did she snatch it from your hand? Okay, I think
there's probably like 4 or 5 racks in one of the rooms. There was like 4 of them. They divided and conquered. There was one of them at each rack, and I just wanted to look at some clothes. So I just walked through the room to try to find a rack that none of them were standing at. Finally found one rack that I could just look in peace, and immediately the 2 girls go over to the rack that I'm at. Anyways, I'm on one side of the rack looking through, the girls on the other side of the rack looking through. And as I'm looking through, I like noticed a dress that was cute. I pull it out to look at it more. The girl that's on the other side grabs the dress as I already have it pulled out halfway looking at it.
Oh my God.
When she grabs it, that's when I made that noise. It was like, oh, because like it was in my hand and then she pulled it. So I went, oh. That's when she challenged me to a duel. Disrespectfully, I decline your duel offer. You can have the dress. Anyways, I left with maybe like a handful of items that I really liked. Vintage fur hat that was so cute, and some other little things that I'm happy with because I'm going to wear them. All 4 of the people that were at the estate sale left with huge fat stack pile of clothes. It was only women's clothes, so the 2 boys that were in there, what are you doing with all the women's clothes? Anyways, follow me if you want to see reasonable thrift vlogs because I'm always thrifting, but I'm thrifting for me, so.
Okay.
Damn.
So.
Damn.
She does explain that, like, the resellers are pretty obvious for that reason, and I would imagine that if I see some, especially because I went to a thrift store recently and have kind of decided, I think I'm gonna not, because of resellers. It's a particular group of like mall punks, and I know what that sounds like coming from me, but I'm so sorry. It's like they have a uniform or something. They go into a thrift store, they destroy the racks. They're rude to the staff. So then when I walk in there, they think I'm doing that, and they take it regardless of whether things fit or not. So my big issue with this is the point of the thrift store is that people who don't have access to other things can have access to things, and like the people who actually need it, there's not a whole lot left for them. And the argument tends to be, it's like, well, they have just as much access to it as we do. It's like, no, they don't. Part of the reason I'm not going thrifting anymore is because since COVID, there's no dressing rooms and there's no returning stuff. So if I buy something and then it doesn't fit or whatever, that's just mine now. I just own that. Like, it's set up almost for resellers versus a normal person who went in to get like a dress, a shirt, a jacket.
I go thrift shopping. We started recently mainly because I wanted nicer frames, like really, really nice frames, but I didn't want to spend that kind of nice money on those nice frames. So I've been going thrift shopping for them. And
frames for like, what, Jessica?
Frames for my pictures.
Picture frames. Okay.
Picture frames.
I thought you meant glasses.
Yeah,
like glass
frames.
Like glass or metal or like oak wood frames. I wanted really dumb, nice, non-plastic picture frame.
Yeah.
And old school picture frame.
Okay. Yeah, I get you. I'm following you now.
Like when I want something that I know that I want to last forever, I have to go thrift shopping. You have to go thrift shopping because things are made to break nowadays.
Yeah.
But when I found this like vintage vintage thrift shop, like super vintage thrift shop. Like they had stuff from like the 60s and 50s and stuff. And I didn't see anybody mean there, but then again, I'm in the ghetto, so like I don't think those resellers would dare show their face on anywhere near my streets. So, but I can imagine, like, especially that girl is too good of a person, because if someone touched something that I had my hands on, I'm laying my hands on them. I'm be like, excuse you, no, you can't. Rock, paper, scissors, your ass. I'm gonna rock your fucking face.
Oh, okay.
Honestly, I'm so happy when
This
I
would be
hear
another
this.
reason I'm not going
Dealers.
thrifting anymore. I'm just like, I know that I should not do the online shopping because this, that, and the third, but it was an awful experience. It was a terrible experience. I did get a really nice bird cage. I'm happy with that.
I'm so happy that I
watch
live
this.
like
They just had
in
cave
Denmark
drawings.
because this shit sucks.
So I have a question to you ladies. I want to pose a question to you because I don't know. Obvious, I don't do shopping. I don't do thrift shopping. I don't know if there's like a certain decor or whatever. So if somebody is like on going through a rack of clothes or whatever, is it appropriate or is it like a faux pas to come running up on that same rack and start kind of trying to like get ahead of them or whatever, kind of what she described, how they came over? Because, she said she purposely tried to find a rack that was.
What she did was messed up.
Yeah,
but
and
also,
aggressive.
like, people love their, like, as long, like, when it comes to like shopping, like, I don't really shop unless I'm going to a thrift store or somewhere that I can't get it online, kind of thing. But personal space, just respect my personal space. Like,
Sure.
if I'm going through something and then someone like gets all up next to me and shit, I'm gonna get pissed off because I'm so anti-human. I'm like, excuse you.
Okay, the problem is that the setup matters a lot. If at a regular thrift store, the racks are like long and go like room to room. If somebody's on that same rack as me, like, I don't think that's weird. I think it's weird if they're right next to me and people have absolutely done that. I will absolutely leave because like I'm not going to get into it, especially because there is that variable of thrift store where you have all kinds of people where like, I'm going to turn, I don't know what's going to happen. None of this is worth it to me, but it's, I'm not saying I found very good shit at the thrift store that I definitely still own. It's no longer worth it to me, particularly because they've raised the prices a lot, like kind of a lot. Like, why am I paying $12 for shorts at the thrift store?
Yeah.
Feels like they should be $5 or less.
So Seth, what about you? What are your thoughts? Do you, because you live in another country, what is your?
Do they even
It has
have
not
thrift
reached
store?
Denmark yet. I'm so happy it's not reached Denmark yet. Because
So
like
you-
I couldn't
Thrifting?
handle that shit.
So
I
you don't
thrift a lot.
Oh, so you do have thrift stores over in Denmark?
Oh yeah. But I mean, like the whole reselling craze.
Yeah.
It's not much of a thing here.
Okay.
Well, that's
okay.
because
Like,
people in other countries are respectful.
I don't know about that.
I don't know
think
about
that
that, yeah.
we get a lot of things adopted from you guys, but it's like it's always slow.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
I'm
yeah?
gonna keep thrifting for a little bit.
Okay.
Well,
So
it very much seems to me like it's also a generational thing where I've seen the younger generation find every possible way to not get like a normal 9-to-5 job, which is fine, fair enough. But that is one of the things that makes something like this really appealing. Like, they're obviously doing this instead of a regular job. So their level of aggressive, not
kind of
only are they
understand
children.
I can
Huh?
understand that because like companies have gotten worse, bro.
Nah, man.
Fully 100%. But
No,
here's
man.
what I'm saying is
Yeah,
this
man.
is the increase in resellers is coming from a need for people to find alternatives to traditional work because of that. But also on top of that, like, it's not just that they're resellers, it's that they're actually doing it to live. And they're literally children who have not been around like civilized adults in any kind of like normal environment. So of course they're fucking feral. Like, in a situation like that where somebody felt the need to come specifically to the rack that I'm on, like, I would already think they're going to jump me. Because why if you're over there and I come over here, are you coming you and your friend, because she said that she took one and her friend took the other and they were like doing this to her. Like, that seems really, really aggressive and unnecessary. And then the next video we should watch is the girlfriend's video, because that's the next one chronologically.
You mean the boyfriend?
And like her whole attitude, and the thing is, part of me was this person, and there just wasn't cameras, but her whole attitude, like she thinks she's eating in this video. She thinks she's crushing in this video. She thinks she's coming off adorable and cool and like with it. And I'm like, if I was your mother, matter of fact, like I feel like if my mother saw that today from me when I was 15, she would fly over to where I am to beat my ass, because that attitude is crazy.
Also, for
He's
someone,
like,
for
I didn't
someone's
raise
job,
that.
For someone's job, who it is fashion, she doesn't.
I know that's the
dress
other thing.
very
She
well.
dresses like shit.
Yeah,
I didn't want to go there
dog shit outfit.
necessarily, but her style is also
No, dog shit outfit, bro. Dog water.
Okay, so let's.
The biggest regret of my life would be this entire video, from everything that comes out of her mouth to what she's wearing to like the fact that she didn't powder her forehead before filming probably the most famous video she will ever have.
Okay, so the other girl in this equation, she's the girlfriend to Rob. This is the one that grabbed the dress, whatever. So she made a reply, TikTok, I guess. It has been deleted. That TikTok has been deleted.
Of course it has.
But
Also, it's notable that people did, when Marissa, the other girl, made the first video, nobody knew who this girl was. She didn't post her face. She didn't post her name. She didn't tag her in anything. She could have left. The boyfriend's face was on camera because I guess he called her a bitch or something, so she didn't have a problem posting him. This girl jumped in 2 feet into the situation with the video we're about to watch.
So
this is why I wanted people to react to it.
Okay, here we go.
So I wanted to come on here and address some things because I think I deserve to put my perspective out there, because this is getting way too out of control. I was literally at work and then my phone started blowing up and I don't know what the hell. So let's get into it. First, before we actually get into it, I want to give you a haul.
Pause real quick. Before she even gets into it, is she not giving like your cousin that your aunt is about to make you watch like every play she's done for the last 5 years, and you're just like, huh? And that's how they turn out like this? Because I feel like even in that intro, she's already giving
entitled.
I haven't been smacked in the face recently.
Yeah. Like she's giving She's giving my
parents didn't give me enough time out. She's giving I had my own room from birth. That's what she's giving. And
child syndrome.
She hasn't said anything. All she's saying is what she literally says is my phone is blowing up. She wasn't in the video. And so I decided that to just get in here and give my perspective. It's like, why? You weren't in the video. She didn't give your name. She said nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you feel that way? And then you're going to come in with this explanation and but she also I just feel it could be me. I might be a hater. She thinks she's cute here. She's like, I'm going to get in here. And it's like,
Lord,
we don't know you, ma'am. What are you doing?
Well,
and why does she have a 3-pronged dildo on her fireplace mantle? That's just that.
I think that's a cactus, bro.
Nah, it's a 3-pronged
tomato. Anything's a dildo if you're adventurous enough, is what I've heard.
she does have a cute little frog tattoo on her arm, though.
That's Karopi.
All
that
is
not
forgiven.
cute.
All is forgiven.
That's
She has a
being
frog
cute
tattoo.
in 2002. Okay. Nobody does Karopi anymore. Okay. You should have covered that up. Shame on you.
I did ruin her momentum. You should start it a little bit back.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll back it.
Control. I was literally at work and then my phone started blowing up and I don't know what the hell. So let's get into it. First, before we actually get into it, I want to give you a haul of what I got. I only came home with 10 pieces
And I actually ended up leaving the dress that we supposedly were fighting over, that she made a big fucking deal about anyways, even though it wasn't anything. But I spent $187, and I'll even add the receipts. That's expensive as fuck for 10 pieces, by the way.
Ew. Those are all ugly. Those are all ugly.
Well, I wasn't gonna say
I
nothing
kind of
because
fuck with the Hawaiian shirts.
Did
I'm
they
not a-
live in Hawaii?
they live
She
in New
looks-
Mexico.
No, they don't.
That too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they live in New Mexico. That's
So,
they say.
South where
let's
you wear
start
more
off
color in
with
general.
waiting in line. I was there an hour and 30 minutes before. I looked at the listing, and I already had my eyes on what I wanted to get. So obviously my adrenaline rush was going a little crazy. I was excited. I'm allowed to be fucking excited. I was not being rude, and she's cap when she says that she grabbed it first. Like, no, we were both grabbing on the other,
she's
she was on the
cap.
other side of the rack.
Yo,
I was on the other
she's
side of the
cap.
rack. We grabbed it at the same time, or else I wouldn't have been like rock, paper, scissors. I'm a pretty civil human, so if she would have grabbed it first, then I would have been like, yeah, go ahead. But I was like, hey, let's rock, paper, scissors for it, because I'm like, I like it, and you like it, and it was just supposed to be like a friendly thing. And
But you didn't
she
take
took
pause
it.
it.
Pause.
I like it, you like it, but she didn't take it home. So
No.
obviously it wasn't, you didn't like it that much. You just wanted it.
He says later that she did it to like, she left it for her because she felt bad, which to me is like, okay, so if you felt bad, then you knew that your behavior was insane.
Yeah.
Because I've never been in a store and like accidentally bumped into somebody and then later thought, oh man, I'm really upset that I accidentally bumped into somebody. Like, no,
Yeah.
you were being a little shit. And you, after the fact, realized, okay, let me not be that much of, if even that's the case, because who knows.
And then,
But-
she says that, oh, well, like if she had it first, but obviously, why would you offer rock, paper, scissors then? If neither of you had it, if she wasn't touching it, why offer to do rock, paper, scissors for it? If you didn't,
Well, people have pointed that out. Like, how close could you have been where there's a question about both of you touching the same garment? Like, I don't think I've ever been in the same store really where I'm touching something where the other person isn't like, they have to be right on top of you. They have to be like breathing your air.
Unless you're really in love with this fucking dress, like if someone has something before you, you're just gonna like put your hands up. And she ended up not buying it anyway. Who gives a shit? Like,
yeah, Lord Jesus Christ,
crazy. This dress was
and
probably
she wasn't
ugly.
named.
And she wasn't named. This is true.
well, the dress was ugly because you could see them fighting over it. But
Man, all right. Go ahead.
So personal, and she was like, oh, I'm not a reseller. And I was like, okay. And she actually cut this part out, but after that I said, well, I wear these clothes too, like I'm a collector first, reseller second, so I don't know what you mean. And half of everybody that was there,
Do you see what I mean? Everyone's making fun of, I'm a collector first, reseller second. She thinks she's cute. And I'm just like, I think this is the thing that I hate. I hate when people think they're the shit and they're so far from it that I have to be like, are you trying to gaslight me in real time? Like, what's happening here?
This is like when people subtweet and then the person that it's actually about decides to like blast that it's about them. It's like, you didn't have to do that. But welcome to the Thunderdome, bitch. Now that you've outed yourself, welcome to the Thunderdome. Like that's one of those things. Like, she literally got sub TikTok and then knew it was about her and was like, by the way, it was about me, guys. Like, I just want you guys to know. But like, you know, I have a Karopi tattoo, even though I was probably 2 after Karopi died and was no longer a thing, you know, because I thought he was so cute. And I shop at Sanrio. And, you know, oh my God, she drives me nuts. And I don't know if it's Gigi's fault that she she dirtied the water before we got
100%.
in.
100%.
But she's, I don't know, or maybe it's her vocal fry. I don't know, but she's pissing me off.
It's real bad. It's real, like, I was like, how wouldn't you, if your mother heard you talk like this, I really feel like I'd get a phone call from my mother today. Like,
yeah,
what is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? And she would not only be mad that I've ever spoken like this, you know what she would really be mad about? That I was so stupid that I put it on the internet, like, that it's cap. It's cap that she said that. And at the end of the day, what did she say? I'm a collector first, reseller second.
Mm-hmm.
Can I ask you a question, guys? Oh, you guys can't see. I have to drag it over like this. So is this appropriate here?
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my god. Stop fucking lying.
So was that appropriate? Why is she always lying? She's lying.
My favorite part of it is that she says she's cap instead of that's cap. Like, you can't even get the thing right.
Here's the thing. I feel like other generations make fun of the younger generation for using cap, but I've heard cap used in a way that sounds natural. What was that? That was like she was like, I'm going to use it. I've never said this word before, but now's the time because this was so cap. And it was like, oh God, like, why would you do that? We haven't even gotten to the end of the video. She hasn't even posted a threat of violence to the internet yet.
Oh man.
Wait, hold on. What?
Yeah. Oh, sure, we're not done. We're gonna finish the video.
Play it, I guess.
I'm waiting for Pizzle to pop the Pizzle. Pizzle.
Oh, don't worry.
I'm here.
Okay, here we go.
I was trying to find out what the noise was.
My boyfriend was in the other room and he was coming to the room that I was in. He overheard her and he put her on the spot. He told her off and then he mocked her, which I think she totally deserved because she was being so mean to me for no reason. And also, don't be playing the victim complex when nobody got the fucking dress at the end of the day. I left it for your ass. I left it for you. And you didn't go grab it. So you can't say, oh, like, I bought it and I'm reselling it. Like, no, I felt bad. I actually felt bad and I left it for you. I got 10 pieces. And I'm allowed, that huge pile that you saw, I like to grab my pieces and then kind of like narrow it down. But then again, like, I was just excited. I was grabbing. I was having fun. For all of you that are attacking my boyfriend, how about ask for more context before you fucking come at us? Because there was no reason for that. And all the comments from all of her followers and all of her supporters telling me to go kill myself, telling me I'm ugly. I'm like, you should be ashamed of yourself because those are the people that are supporting you. Those are the people you're supporting. That's fucked up. He did nothing but back me up. And I know all of your boyfriends, I would hope they would back you up too if someone came at you in a negative way.
Hold on.
Not against a woman.
Girl. Are you kidding me? If Scott dared get in between a little spat between me and another girl, I'd be like, babe, why are you being a little bitch right now? What are you gonna do? I got this.
People have pointed this out. If somebody I was with had even thought about stepping to a woman, like the quickness with which I would turn all of the whatever fury I had towards this person on him would be pretty swift and immediate. Like, this is not a thing. This idea of like, I would hope your boyfriend would defend you. Was she beating you, or did she just say something?
No. Listen, I'm equal opportunity. Like, it doesn't matter if it's a man or a woman. If someone steps up to me, my boyfriend better beat their ass.
No, I don't know.
But I mean,
that's not a man. I'm so sorry. It's not happening.
Okay, well, fuck you, first of all, Gigi, for attacking my man like that. Okay, second of all.
Sorry, your man's, if your man is stepping to a woman, he's a bitch, and if he wants to tell me something about him, he's welcome to.
Okay, listen, would you be a bitch if you defended your man against a man?
No.
If I defended my man against a man, I think my man wouldn't love that. but also I would hope that my man can defend himself. But also, I don't tend
But
to
if
date
you
men who get
were-
into fights.
But
If I were
Okay, well,
to,
that's pussy shit.
that I
That's
wouldn't step
pussy
into
shit.
that situation. That's not my business. I don't. But the antiquated thinking. But man business is man business. Now, if I started it, which I don't do, by the way, then maybe. But I don't do that shit. There's a lot of women who get into fights at bars and expect their men to like handle that
I
shit.
don't. Okay, listen. I
No.
understand that, but I don't care. Okay, my man better punch a woman or a man, and I would punch a woman or a man.
But also we're ignoring the fact that the girl didn't like step to her.
Yeah,
She
she didn't.
There was no. It was just it was kind of like well, I'm not a reseller. And like the dude, like there was no reason for the dude to step in because it wasn't like an argument. And he came in.
And even if it was, they were arguing with each other. That would be the other thing. If I was already pissed off and my man felt the need to fight my battle for me, like what is going like I feel like you don't understand that when I'm angry, everybody can get it. And that's true. But also, like, no, I think there are lines. And if you're so out of hand that you think that's acceptable, like something is wrong with you. And also, like, where's the line? Like, he's gonna fucking smack her next? Like, no.
Remember to vote on the poll.
I don't get into bar fights. I'm very friendly, actually. If anything, I'm too nice, and this is how I end up talking to people I don't want to talk to. Hi, goth community, if you're watching this.
But
I definitely, this is not about you.
I mean, for the most part, like if I'm angry at a bar, which is like rare, and it's usually at men, because I really don't get in fights with women.
Wait, pause. The way you worded this is horrible. Do you believe that Gigi doesn't get into bar fights? So do you believe that she does not? It's cap, meaning I do, or it's not cap, meaning I don't. Do you see this weird freaking grammar shit you did? Now nobody even knows how they voted.
Look.
Well, now I knew how I voted. I said cap, but I had something in mind, and now you confused me.
See? Do you see? Zero cap is lying.
Yeah, if you don't believe that if you think Gigi gets in fights, in a bar, you think she's lying. That's cap. She's lying, right? If you believe her and she doesn't get into bar fights, then that's no cap. She's not lying. She's it's that
she's
simple.
Not capping.
I'm yet to get into a bar fight. I have gotten into a bunch of awkward things, but not fights.
So, and like I've never got into but like I said, like if I get mad at someone or like in any time, like since being with Scott, I don't even get to the point where I can start arguing with someone because if I'm mad, Scott's going to know it. And then he will put the brakes on it. He'll put the brakes on me because like he doesn't want me to get to that point. But
I don't like that. I really don't. I'm actually, firstly, let's be honest, I'm usually drunk and I'm a very happy drunk. 1, 2, if I'm angry, that means I care about you. I'm usually by myself. There's, everybody's club friends. I don't know these people. They don't know me. It's all very chill. Like the only time I've gotten upset is when I've seen predatory behavior and the predatory behavior is handled and we move on. That's really it. See, that made it sound like I handle it. But not like that.
Bar fights.
I don't get into bar fights. I have been known to steal people from situations and just go away.
I have been known to steal.
Yeah, I have been known to steal a person or two.
So I don't usually go to clubs because I don't like that kind of environment. Most of my places are bars, and the most time that any drama
you'd like
happens,
this one.
Huh?
I'm trying to convince Seth that she'd like it. The golf club is a very warm, inviting place. There's pool.
The golf club.
They have hot dogs. It's a great time.
Here's the thing. Okay, wait. The hot dogs might be selling me, but I don't
hot
know.
dogs and chips.
I don't like going out to drink that much anymore. I'll do it like on occasion.
So Seth, you like to go places and get a wiener?
I do like to go places. Costco wieners, bro.
Get you.
Do they have Costco in Denmark?
No.
Oh.
But they do in London. They do in London. So.
How far is? Oh, I always forget that. Like it's like an hour to get to another country from everything in Europe.
Yeah,
like,
it's like actually genuinely just an hour on a plane to get to London for me.
Jesus Christ.
And
I
it's like
can't imagine
$100
being like,
top,
oh, I'm
so-
just gonna pop over to this other country real quick to get a hot dog. What the fuck?
I mean, I'm not doing it for a hot dog.
No,
but
I
like,
know
if-
but like you have the option to do that for a
You
hot
do
dog.
have the
yeah.
option. Yeah.
If I feel like a Costco hot dog, I'll be on a plane, you know?
What about train?
And
There is a
automobiles.
train, but it's a long, and you have to go through France. I don't really fuck with that. That's a
Oh,
concept I
France
don't
is
like.
bad.
Yeah.
Is France like the
Yeah.
ghetto of Europe?
Yeah. Yeah. They got bed bugs. They got
I
bed
hope
bugs
everyone
and
notices that Jessica put
They
on
got
a red wig and Seth has blonde tips. So really, we've accomplished the goal here.
We did.
Did it.
Yeah.
We did it, guys. We accomplished
All right,
Charlie's
so-
mission.
Let's get back to this.
cheap host angels.
Let's get back to this. Let's get back
It's
to this.
classic Kara's mud. 4 minutes and 26 seconds.
Of
And
just
we've been live
nonsense.
for 45 minutes.
True.
Where else can you get this type of good entertainment?
That's
Right?
true.
I mean, come
We
on.
are
This is fair use. Nobody
we
can
are
say
fair
it isn't.
use masters.
Fair use drinking.
All right, so let's.
Toxic, take note. This is
Yeah.
this is what it this
Whoa,
is the
whoa,
reason.
whoa,
Yeah, this
whoa.
podcast.
Whoa!
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
He had me. Trust me.
Could
He
never.
He had me on there. I promise you, there was fair use. I promise you, there was fair use. My goof ass can't even stop talking. So.
True.
And-
that,
and
was,
except
that
for-
woman was
You know,
that woman was spazzing out on the floor for like at least an hour.
you know
Speaking
what?
of, guys, if you would like to support Toxic Piplup, what you can do is you can go to that guy, the fucking post.
Express your
need to
displeasure
use
for his
that
actions in the community tab.
Yeah, express your displeasure for this motherfucker in the community tab thing. He posts
In a
there every other
non-brigading
day.
way.
In a non-brigading
No.
way.
No, don't
Yeah,
regret.
yes.
No.
And
it's
I don't
also-
think that they could consider it brigading if we're only sending 8 people. So
8 amazing, wonderful people.
8 amazing, wonderful. Well, 7 because I'm
Probably half of
No.
whom have already posted in said community tab in a very respectful and legal way.
All right, so let's finish watching. Yeah,
Yeah, we haven't gotten to the boyfriend yet, and he's worse.
No, yeah, he's a humdinger. Here we go.
A problem with me, she should have came to me, asked me for my gram, came up to me in person at the estate sale and been like, hey, like, tell me what's up instead of making it a public thing. I'm a very private person, so when
Honey child boo boo, if you got a gram and you on a TikTok, you're not a private person. Fuck off of that noise. Fuck
Yeah.
right off. I've remained quiet on this thing for the most part because this is really a world that I don't exist in it. I don't do the whole shopping and thrifting and all that other nonsense.
yeah.
But when you're going to sit there and you're going to be a social media user and you're going to have a TikTok and Instagram and everything, you're not that. No, fuck off with that
stuff like this
noise.
arises, I'm not very used to it. And
We know how you use the word cap. We know you're not used to it. That's
I
okay.
just don't appreciate like all this hate and shit for no reason because
Why-
I'm
well-
not really
Yeah, but then you're throwing hate right back at her. So, sounds like you are to me. And you're talking ghetto as hell. Let me just say it.
sweet person.
I don't
and
think she thinks she
I
is
love-
being hateful. I think she thinks she's, like I said, I think she thinks she's being cute. Like, I think she thinks she's just, maybe she's a little sassy, but like the lack of self-awareness. That's what my problem is.
Yeah,
Like, she's just,
I bet
it's
you.
so far.
I bet you she grew up and her mom and daddy told her she was special. I bet you. I
Yeah.
guarantee you.
love vintage and
Oh,
I will
she
never
is
fucking
special.
stop. So
Oh, look at that little cutesy smile, just for you, Seth. She's doing a little cutesy. Oh.
last but
I'm a
not
collector
least, I'll
first.
see you at the thrift, girl.
There it is.
Ooh.
Wait, I'll
that's-
see you at
that's a
the
threat.
what?
I'll see you at the thrift, girl. And that's
Oh,
kind of
Lord.
that's kind of a subtle, like,
That's a threat.
yeah, it's a subtle threat, right? I mean, that's
That's a
Can we
Mike
darken her
from
brows?
Pennsylvania
Yes,
level
now
threat.
that you point that out, her brows being like
Yeah.
2 shades darker would really help, actually.
Yeah.
and I
No,
hope she
yeah.
does. I hope she does run into and I hope she grabs that damn bull ring out of her nose.
Yeah, Scott hates those so much.
They're
They're very polarizing. The septum piercing.
look.
Mhm.
I understand
I
that
think some people can pull them off. Honestly, not her, but other people.
No.
Look, I understand that some people, that's part of their culture and the group, whatever. I get all that. But my culture where I grew up, the only thing we seen with that was bulls. You put them in a bull's nose to keep them from where you can control them, right? You put that ring.
This is
and
how
you
people gets canceled. Watch.
I don't give a shit. How many times? I'm getting canceled right and left about every 2 to 3 months. I don't give a fuck. You can't cancel me.
Oh yeah, real quick. Let me just publicly disavow Peepaw for anything he has said, will say.
Yep. Go ahead. Disavow the fuck out of me.
Personally, I avow everything he has said and will say, and I don't give a shit.
Mm-hmm.
So.
All right.
I avow Seth, so by transitive property.
You know what?
Well, watch me say the N-word at the end of this, and we'll watch how she changes her tune.
Let me tell you something, because you know what? Seth is an OG. She's a real one. So.
You can go piece to piece too, but if you wanna, I'm trying to end this shit. But if you wanna start drama for no reason, I'll end this shit.
Okay, bro.
All right.
You're not him.
Full threat. She said, "I'm gonna see you at the thrift, and that since you wanted to create a reason, I'm gonna give you a reason." That's a threat.
All right. So
you said where? You said why? You said what was gonna happen.
So this is the tough guy boyfriend with his.
Yeah, but I don't think this is his video.
He got dick sucking lips though, bro.
Yeah, he does.
This isn't his video. This is Marissa's other video about him.
Okay, so this is part of his. He had up an Instagram reel about all this. He has also taken it, or it's also gone. I tried to find a re-upload of it, and I couldn't find that either. So
in the video I sent you, in the listed video, the second half is his video because I clipped it out of Marky's video. Thanks, Marky.
The second video that.
Okay. Remember I sent you.
This guy looks like he posts the worst reps on SoundCloud ever made.
Where you?
That's what he.
I said he looks like iDubbbz, and Riv says he does not look like iDubbbz.
No, they're similar archetype, but they don't look similar.
So I wanted to come on here and.
Problem is, all white people look the same, you know.
Okay, so this is the.
That's true.
Okay, we'll skim this real
and also
quick.
Asians.
And also everybody.
All right. So here's the boyfriend. Here we go. We'll listen to what he has to say here.
Wild, bro. This bitch really posted a TikTok about me and my girl because her and my girl grabbed a piece at the same time. And she was like, oh, we can rock, paper, scissors for it, whatever. Because that's how we do it at the bins.
What the fuck is the bins? What the fuck is that?
The bins, like those are the ones like the
That's how they do it at the bins. Don't you know the bins?
Like at Walmart with the DVDs inside.
The bar.
Yeah, the racks. At the racks, Riv.
Oh.
At the titties.
Yeah.
At the Payless. At the P-less.
No worries.
I don't know.
Wow.
I'm not real. I'll be honest with you. I'm not impressed with the cat.
Also, saying bitch and then saying my girl the way that he does, like if you're saying you're my girl to your girl, she's gonna like that. If you're calling her your girl, like the way that he is,
like a piece of property of ownership,
to the
right?
world.
Yeah, I don't really
like
fuck
him.
with men who use bitch like this. Just nah, I'm good.
Like
I'm good on that.
I don't like him. I don't think he respects his girl, bro.
Yeah. All right, let's go here.
Bitch makes a big old post about it, saying how resellers ruin like estates and thrift stores, and I'm like, then fucking work harder than me, bitch. If you want these fucking pieces, you gotta be out there hunting like me. But you're not, and you just expect to find grails. Also, mind you, she was complaining about resellers at an estate sale where 90% of the people buying are fucking resellers.
She's complaining about being shot at a place where people get shot all the time. Like, what's her problem?
Right?
What's her problem?
She's complaining about
Dude, why is she complaining
being
about
molested
that, bro?
in a place on Epstein's Island. Like,
yeah, she's complaining about being molested at Epstein's Island. What's her problem?
What's her problem? She just went to a Diddy party. Everyone knows what a Diddy party happens.
Yeah, come on, bro. What's your problem?
Right?
So, Medley Sage of Wynn says he looks like World of T-shirts.
What? Is that a person?
World of yeah, you haven't seen this cat? He weighs probably about 90 pounds soaking wet with a rock in his pocket.
Bro, he can't even. I just realized he can't even grow a full mustache. He's
No,
not
he's-
even hit
Nah,
puberty yet.
nah.
No, they gotta be like 19. They're kids, but like, dude.
They're not kids.
Mustache.
They're adults.
Got a
They're young
mustache.
adults, and they're just you know what it is? They got oatmeal for brains. It's just oatmeal for brains. That's so. Anyway,
They haven't hardened
so
yet.
this
They're
is
still
her
they're still
response?
setting.
yeah.
Is this her
This is her
response to the okay?
Yeah, this is kind of her
This is
response
the girl
to
who
the.
posted the original one, the one we like.
Yes,
Or
this is
dislike
her.
list.
This is her addressing the reel that he put out, calling her a bitch and stuff. Yeah, this is what this one is.
You bitches that are hating, cause I don't care. This bitch, me bitch, this bitch. And it's fuck all you bitches that are hating, cause I don't care. Say what you want to say, words don't fucking hurt me.
That is my new favorite video. I've watched it a million times. I think it is so freaking funny. It's fuck all you bitches. It is, honestly, it's a flawless video. That has been the funnest part of this whole situation for me. We'll touch back later on more fun stuff that has happened. I do have some things that I want to say.
Is it this young lady here just seems to have
She seems normal, Riv.
Well,
she seems
no,
like a normal person. She
she just
seems
seems-
like
she
she
just-
has parents.
she
I
has
think
a little
I'm
bit more
swayed by the
class,
fact
little
that
class.
she's prettier. I
Well,
think I'm
she's
swayed by the fact
she's prettier, but she's also
Subjectively, but
Listen,
okay.
I shouldn't be judging these motherfuckers. I really shouldn't. But
why? Why not?
Man, what do you mean, Seth?
100% judge. Yes, we judge everybody here. We don't.
I'm
give a
just
shit.
saying, looks. I wouldn't go for looks. I don't think that's my wheelhouse.
But I mean, okay, so
but the other one, she didn't have it, bro. She wasn't.
what if you guys were saying like the whole thing is you know these people are about thrifting and having a certain like eclectic look, old school look or whatever. This girl carries it off. I mean, she's got jewelry, she's adorned.
I've
She's
seen some of her outfits.
Yeah.
I would say that fashion and style is subjective, and I will agree that probably more of us would like this girl style versus the other girl style.
Yeah.
But I do think it's subjective, but I don't really think it's that. I think everything about how she carries herself is just a lot more refined. It seems a lot more effortless. Like the other, somebody said it in the chat, like the other girl was giving defensive top to bottom very strongly. And the lack of self-awareness was just like overflowing. So, and then you see somebody over here who's firstly, she told a story, did not really call people out, didn't do anything.
Yeah.
They turned it into a thing, and here she is responding. Like she's not coming off as like a clout grabber. She's not coming off like, oh, look at this bitch talking about me and my man or whatever her issue is.
She wins because she has the TikTok hand movement where it's like,
is this a thing?
which that wins on TikTok.
Yeah, apparently I didn't know that a visual hook is a thing you're supposed to do. I didn't realize this was a thing, but apparently other people are actively annoyed by it. And it's when you start a video doing some other activity before you get into the story. So if I open a TikTok video and drink my Coke and then put it down and then start talking, that was intentional to get your attention. I know. I don't understand it either. That's the world we live in, apparently.
I'm just not big brained enough, I guess. But let's listen to what the rest she has to say here.
I want to say first, this couple has publicly stated that they are receiving threats. Do not be stupid. I absolutely do not condone that behavior whatsoever. Don't be an idiot. Don't ruin it for everyone else. Now let's talk about.
Do you actually think they got death threats?
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
Yes. Yes.
Nope.
Maybe.
I don't think they are.
I've gotten death threats for less, bro.
Yeah, but
you've been on the internet a very long time, Seth, and you like to be in the dark recesses of the internet.
I remember
if anybody told them to kill
listen.
themselves, it was one comment from a no picture username 78 whatever, and all it said was KYS. I guarantee
after like my third like call in on Tommy's show, I think I got like 5 death threats in my DMs on Discord. Like on
Really?
What did you say on Tommy's show, Seth? Exactly, Seth. That's number 1. Number 2, you're a woman. And number 3, you called into Tommy's show. Like, I'm not saying you were asking for it, but how short was your
I'm just
skirt,
saying,
Seth? That's all I'm
okay,
asking.
Also,
I've
wait,
gotten death threats for a meme. I
take back
posted
that
on
joke. That was
Twitter,
pretty
bro.
bad.
no, wait. 1, why do you have your DMs open like that? 2,
Well, I don't.
why do you
anymore.
have your DMs open like that?
I don't anymore, but I
Good.
did.
Close that shit. I've had my DMs closed since the beginning. Since I downloaded Discord in 2021.
Me too.
Or
actually,
2020.
yeah.
I've had my DMs closed since I opened Twitter. I had my DMs closed. My DMs are always closed because I can't imagine if you got death threats, what I would have gotten every time I called.
I'm
what I'm
unfortunately
saying.
in
Like,
servers with
people
all
are
the
real
the
quick with it.
degens,
People are
so
quick with it, so I don't doubt that they've gotten a few.
I doubt that they've gotten any that actually felt threatening that they also don't get for their regular content. Like if they have over 200 subscribers, and I imagine they each have at least 1,000, right? They probably get kill yourself because they wore, their ankles were showing in a video. I cannot imagine that until now, because now they've gotten a lot more attention, that they're actually getting death threats. But because also, what would the death threat be towards them? Like, oh, you're such a shit, I'm gonna kill you. Like, what is the anger? Like, I'm annoyed by them.
I think
and
death
really
threats
annoyed
is
at their
more
parents.
so also like kill yourself or I hope you die.
Oh, I get those online all the time.
There's a lot of people I hope die. I feel like our government would take a real big tumble if I got my wish.
Yeah, but do you write to people and be like, I hope you fucking die?
No.
No. I'm too
Going
busy.
in DMs is
Yeah.
when I don't know. I'm also not the kind of like if the DMs aren't already open, I'm not opening them. Except
I
for
also feel like the thought is enough. Like just wanting their death which is a thing I tend to not do for people, is kind of as much power as like what does the sending that to them do? Is it, will they feel bad? Well, why should they? They don't know me. What the fuck do they care?
People just are weird like that. But I think they did. I think they got some for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I tend to agree more with Gigi. They may have gotten them, but they were from like the little no name, just user, whatever, like she said.
But like if they got them, the question was, do you think they got them? Yeah, they did.
Yeah, but those aren't real. Those.
I feel like even the internet bots tell you to kill yourself at this point. Like,
yeah, I don't. Yeah, I mean, if you had like a major like, I'll say creator or something like that was calling for it. All right, then I would get up in arms and I would say, okay, that's not cool. Stop the nonsense. But if a no follower Andy out there says KYS or tells you to take a toaster bath or whatever, I'm like, okay, yeah, whatever. It's just not that serious.
Well, I for one will take the brave take here and say I don't think they should have gotten death threats, even if they don't really matter.
Well, no, they should. It shouldn't. No, but I just don't think it's. No, I don't think they should. But I just don't think
my hot take is that no one should get death threats online.
No.
Oh no, I think some people should get death threats online.
That's a brave take, Seth. So quit sending me some of the things you send me then.
No.
Because you all the time telling me to, 86 it.
I mean, just the top of my head, I feel like Casey Anthony can just long walk.
I don't want to open that can of worms.
Okay. All right. Well, let's.
Is that controversial, Seth? Hold on. I feel like we were all on board here. There's there's a couple people who we know did it. It's not that long of a list.
There are perhaps some people in chat who do not agree with us on this matter.
On the Casey Anthony matter, tell me so I can ban him.
All right, well let's go.
I will not say.
Casey Anthony was proven innocent. And Drake, there's no
proof
that Drake is bad, and Drake is like them. He is like them. You don't know.
All right, well, let's finish watching this thing because I think we got one more thing after this to deal with as well.
This drama that has occurred. Low-key, y'all, we kind of hit a milestone on TikTok yesterday. Congrats to us. We just had our first TikTok scandal. Okay, but for reals, I am genuinely shocked at where this whole thing went. If you watch the original video I made, it was like not even that big of a deal. I just want to say, I don't even hate resellers. Pretty much all of my mutuals on TikTok are resellers and I love them. I love their content. Also, I personally benefit from resellers. My favorite app on the planet is eBay. In my original video, I called the couple resellers. Didn't say anything negative. I didn't call them names. I didn't show her face. I did show his face because he is a loser. I was using a descriptive word for the couple.
Okay, question, and I don't know this, and I'm asking for, is calling somebody that does this to a reseller, is that like a negative, is there like a negative connotation with that?
Is now, but also I feel like anything can be, I hear what she is saying, but I also 100% believe she used it derogatorily.
Sure.
I think I could call you a pencil, and it could be pencil, parentheses, derogatory, and you would know what I meant. You're a fucking pencil, Riv. It's derogatory. She said it derogatorily. She meant it in a derogatory fashion.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really matter whether it's a descriptor. So is bitch, in theory.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
We got
I can spot a reseller from miles away.
We've now seen Jessica's pussy and her tits.
Oh, his cat.
Does your cat have a Hitler stash? Oh,
no, he has a half stash, which is why his name is Ash. Go, baby. He's the scariest.
Yeah, we have Seth to beat the anti-Semitic rumors.
Mm-hmm.
She's our DEI hire.
I don't think I'd beat those.
Yeah.
Oh, you put the cat down. I didn't get it. Oh, wait. Here we go.
That's okay.
So when I said this group of resellers is challenging me to rock, paper, scissors, I was just using an adjective. I was just describing them. I didn't say anything mean. I found my personal experience at this estate sale to be extremely annoying. There was probably 150 people in line at this estate sale. So when we start getting access inside and I see a man holding a whole fat stack of women's vintage clothes, that is really annoying to me. Why would a man be there? Why would a man be there? I do feel really bad because I think...
Whoa. Why can't a guy be there?
If he's going with his girlfriend, whether they're like, reselling or not, like, he's allowed to be there.
That's a little bit sexist, I think.
He could be carrying them.
I feel like she's saying that it's annoying, and I think it is annoying. I think it would really upset me if, like, my best chance at getting something like decent was this estate sale, and before I could get there, I see some like guy who's obviously like they don't even appreciate a lot of this stuff. Like, as someone who collects other things, when somebody has something, you're like, oh yeah, whatever.
All right, if he's
I'm sorry, it hurts my soul.
I'm sorry. If he's carrying the clothes or the items for his girlfriend, he has every right to be there as anybody else.
Is that really what you think is happening there, though? Is that really what you believe was occurring there? Because to me, I think
but
that's not what she said. She was like, why would a man be there?
Exactly. And here's the thing. The guy's a reseller, right? He does this stuff for a living. I'm sure he has male and female customers. Why would he not be there looking for stuff for his... I'm sorry. She's a little bit out of pocket on that and for that statement. I'm sorry. I just feel like she is. He has every bit of right to be there as she does. Now, being annoyed because there's a bunch of people there, okay, fine. Then leave, go somewhere else.
I think you guys are being nitpicky. I think she was saying generally she was annoyed about resellers.
No,
did she say why would a man hold a bunch of women's clothing?
No. She said, why would a man even be there? Not why would she be holding it? No, she said specifically, why would a man even be there?
She did.
That's
I don't think she was speaking. I don't think she was speaking specifically. I don't believe that, but I could be wrong.
Oh,
I don't know.
Okay, so now you're. Well, all we have to go on is her words.
I know.
She said what she said.
I give up. You win. Chain me up. Take me away. I'll mute.
Good. I'll take it. Thank you.
think it's gotten really out of hand. I'm just trying to wipe my hands clean of the situation because I didn't show her face. I didn't tag her. I don't know her social media. I've never seen her in my life. I don't know who she is. And unfortunately, she outed herself in my comment section. I just simply thought being challenged to rock, paper, scissors was so hilarious. In the moment, I was like, this has to be a joke. This has to be a joke that I caught on camera. A lot of you are trying to say that I sell on platforms like Depop, so I'm doing the same thing. I have so many thoughts with that. One, I don't even hate resellers. Like I
Can I just be? I'm kind of over this whole story at this point. I feel like we've talked this to death. I mean, I really do. I'm sorry. I really feel like.
I mean, that was really the gist of the story. The gist of the story was here's a normal teenager who also clearly has, their own entitlement issues. And here are these two other ones who are not only so entitled that it's crazy, but also completely unaware of like how I've never. It's crazy. If I was standing in front of them and they were talking like this at me, I would be like, where's the camera? What's the prank here? Because I don't understand any of that. It's intense.
Can I just say though, if someone did challenge me to rock, paper, scissors in a friendly manner, I would have think that was funny as fuck. I would have done it.
Yeah.
If it was friendly, I think I would already be agitated by the whole come over with your friend on either side of me, corner me into, and then rock, paper, scissors challenge me. Sounds aggressive. Sounds aggressive.
All right, we'll do closing thoughts, and then we got this one last thing that Gigi wants us to I don't know.
Oh, that's right. We have to argue.
All right, so Seth, what's your thoughts? Closing thoughts, Seth.
My thoughts are, I don't really care for both of them, but I do think that the woman who's reselling, like the reseller, whatever, fuck her. Also, she's not pretty. Okay. When fashion's your deal, you should be pretty. But,
All right, Pizza, what's your thoughts?
I think that the chick was stupid. I think she was in the wrong. I think that the dude deserves whatever comments he gets because he's just an idiot. And I think that pretty privilege just weighs out. Like you're just gonna win automatically.
Yeah.
I can't, except when your name is Lav. Fuck your pretty privilege. Shove your pretty privilege up your ass into the ground.
Also, she's not. I would still fuck Lab, but like makeup and angling does a lot for that woman.
True.
Hasn't even been dead that long. You guys are already after his woman. That's kind of rude. That's
Wait, who's dead?
Matt.
Matt's
Matt
dead.
Pitt. Matt Pitt.
Yeah.
All right, Gigi, closing thoughts on the story today.
I have no opinions about their appearance. I don't know what fashion is for the kids these days. I will say that to me, the worst part about this was like, if there's so many things less than this that I've done that every once in a while, you'll remember something and then you'll die a little bit inside because you'll feel the embarrassment all over again. This is that's this for her. She's going to be like at work when she's 35 and somebody's going to come around a corner and go, oh, do you like coffee? Or is that cap? And she's just going to twitch in rage because it's a thing that they're going to have done to her over the last 30. It's going to be crazy. And I'm like, wow. And all because you had to say something. That's wild. That's an intense, man. Good luck.
Yeah.
I think that these young people are just being young people. I think the guy's a colossal asshole. I think it's I have called some women in my day bitches.
I don't mind that.
But only after they've had to have done something to really deserve that to get that to come out of me. But
I don't have a problem with somebody calling a woman a bitch. I have a problem with his regular and fragrant use of it in that manner.
Yeah.
There's a different thing in traffic. Hey, look at that bitch versus bitch this, bitch that, bitch. Like, hello, sir.
Yeah. It's I think I hope that they all grow up. I hope they wise
I'm
up.
sure they will.
And but thank you for being retards on the internet and entertaining us this evening. We appreciate you. Thank
That's
you.
true. We should say if this is the worst they are, probably not that bad, actually.
Nah, not really.
Definitely
Now,
not the worst people we've ever covered.
The real question
Definitely
is who wound up with the fucking dress?
No one.
Nobody.
You think that some bitch is still there? I want to go get the dress for $35. Go get the fucking
Right?
thing and put it on. Wear it. Jesus Christ.
Mhm.
All right.
Man.
So we got one last thing here that Gigi wants to torture us with.
He did settled for the
so-
internet.
All right, so I will just play the video and then we'll discuss the video. All right, so here we go.
We're having a debate in my home.
It's not a
It's a fucking debate. It's a debate. It's a debate about chocolate cake, about yellow cake.
chocolate on it or chocolate.
It's the yellow cake. It's a yellow cake. It's a yellow cake. Bro, okay. So we're having a debate in our home about yellow cake and chocolate icing. Everybody is saying that it's chocolate cake instead of your yellow cake with chocolate icing. It is not a chocolate cake. If I bring to a party a yellow cake and a chocolate icing, y'all gonna expect a chocolate cake.
Chocolate cake.
It's not a chocolate cake. It's a yellow cake with chocolate icing.
That's a chocolate.
That is not a chocolate cake. A chocolate cake, it consists of cocoa. It consists of cocoa. That is a chocolate cake. That is yellow cake with chocolate icing. There is no.
Chocolate cake. That's all on a fudge cake. If there's fudge,
Then that's a fudge. That's fudge cake. Then that's fudge. Then that's fudge. There's no yellow cake. That's not a yellow cake cake.
what the fuck is wrong with you? Anybody says, oh, I would love a strawberry cake. It's just strawberry icing.
That's not true because maybe I want vanilla icing. Maybe I want vanilla icing. So then I'll say I want a strawberry cake with vanilla icing. I want strawberry cake with lemon icing. We have had strawberry cake with lemon icing. No, it is not.
Wait. Play this part again. I love the beginning so much when you hear him in the background and he goes up. Play it again.
We're having a debate in my home.
It's not a debate.
It's a fucking debate. It's a debate.
It's a motherfucking debate up in this bitch. All right.
That's so funny. See, he's like, it's not a debate. It's
All
not
right.
a
So
debate.
I brought this up because, truthfully, I feel like both of them are chocolate cakes.
You're wrong.
I feel like
No,
You're wrong.
stop right there.
You're wrong.
No,
You're
it's
wrong.
a yellow cake with chocolate frosting. And she's right. Because if you got a strawberry cake
Yep.
with chocolate frosting, you're not going to call it a chocolate cake.
okay, let me ask you a different question. If I say to you, I want a cookies and cream cake,
Yes.
and I've had, because I love cookies and cream,
Yep.
explain to me what the makeup of this cake is. I
A
want a
cookie.
cookies and cream
Okay, a cookie and cream cake is a yellow. I'm sorry, is a white cake mix that has like busted up cookies in it, right?
No, a cookies and cream cake is usually chocolate cake. The cake part is chocolate with
Okay.
vanilla frosting that has cookies in it.
Okay.
So the cake
So that's a
is
chocolate cake.
chocolate.
That's chocolate cake with
No,
vanilla
that's a cookies
frost-
and cream cake because the cake is the cookie part,
No.
right? And the icing is the
No.
cream part.
Okay.
Listen,
Okay.
that's what I'm saying.
Whoa.
It's a
Here's
cookies and cream cake.
here's
No.
where you're wrong. The cake is the base of whatever it is that you put the icing on. So if it's a chocolate cake, it's a chocolate cake. If it's a vanilla cake, it's vanilla cake. If it's a yellow cake, it's a yellow cake. If it's strawberry, it's strawberry. If it's a red, what do they call it, red velvet. That's really kind of a weird one because it's actually a chocolate cake with red food coloring in it. Okay. But-
Okay, so there you go. This is my point. My point is a yellow cake with chocolate frosting is still a chocolate cake.
No, it's a yellow cake with
What is
chocolate
the cake
frosting.
part? The cake part. What is the cake part made of?
Yellow cake. Yellow cake.
Then that's
Or
cake.
vanilla. Yes, but the cake. But,
No.
Okay, but we're talking
No.
about the cake as in the sheet, and then there's the cake as in the whole thing. The whole thing is a chocolate cake. The whole thing is a chocolate cake.
If I say I want a chocolate cake, that motherfucker better be chocolate.
No,
No,
like,
Okay,
it can
if
be.
you
Hey, whoa, and it can have white frosting on it. You can have strawberry frosting on it. It can have confetti fucking
But white
frosting on it.
frosting on it. Now it's a cookies and cream cake. It's no
I
longer a
don't
chocolate
get.
cake.
No,
at
it's
that
a fucking chocolate cake.
Wait, a chocolate cake with white frosting is not a cookies and cream cake.
It is a cookies and cream cake. That's exactly what a cookies and cream cake is. The cookie is the cake part, and the cream is the icing part. That is a cookies and cream cake.
Well, no, because the cookies and cream cake would have cookie pieces on it.
It can also have cookie pieces on it. It usually does, but it doesn't. Okay, if I get
no, listen. If
what
I
about
have a
strawberry
cheesecake-
shortcake? Okay, what kind of cake is strawberry shortcake cake?
It's a strawberry
What kind of cake is that?
Strawberry.
Which is, because that is yellow sponge cake with strawberries and cream in it.
No.
That is a straw. That is a.
They actually have. Motherfucker, please.
Also, this is the easiest one. What is the cheesecake? Okay, the cheesecake has gelatin on top. That doesn't make it a gelatin cake. It makes it a cheesecake.
Okay, what the fuck is that? That's strawberry fucking cake. That's a strawberry fucking cake, right? Yeah, and it's strawberry. The cake
But if you
itself
get
is
the
strawberry.
yellow cake with the strawberry in it, that is still okay. Can you type in
there's
just
no
strawberry
okay,
cake?
Okay,
Can you
what-
put in
okay,
strawberry
no.
cake?
Okay, what you want is this.
How come you're the only one taking the stance? What does that kind of?
What you're talking about is strawberry
That
shortcake.
many people can be wrong.
That's
many
strawberry.
people can be
Okay,
wrong.
what you're
I would
talking
like to
about.
point you to 1940s Germany when an entire country was wrong, Seth. Are you
Look
saying
here.
lots of people can't be wrong at once, Seth?
Gigi, what you're talking about is this right here, which is a strawberry shortcake.
Okay, so what kind of cake is that then? If it's a strawberry
It's a
shortcake,
strawberry shortcake.
it's a strawberry shortcake.
The shortcake.
So it's a strawberry cake.
No! Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. The cake itself is what they call a shortbread. Hence, shortcake.
So
It's a
is this a
shortbread.
cake? Is this a cake? Is this a cake? Is it a cake?
It's a
Does this count
strawberry
as a cake?
shortcake. It's a strawberry
Okay,
shortcake.
so it's a cake. The word cake is in there, and the word strawberry is in there. It is a strawberry cake. It's a strawberry cake. Also, you just pointed out that red velvet cake is chocolate cake with cinnamon.
Hang on. If I type in just strawberry cake,
Shut up.
Mm-hmm.
Shut up. Shut up.
look what comes up.
Shut up.
Because you just Googled that, and Google, that's how Google works. You have to go to like DuckDuckGo and do
I
it.
asked the most smartest person in the world,
ChatGPT.
Grok, what is a yellow cake with chocolate icing called? And he said a yellow cake with chocolate icing.
Okay, but if you are that specific, of course it's going to tell you that. Okay.
And then I said,
Can you
is it
just- we
chocolate
can
cake or a yellow cake? And he said, it's a yellow cake.
I want to point out that this is also formed from a bunch of people's opinions. That doesn't mean that they're incorrect. If I feel like I've been to many restaurants and asked for a chocolate cake, and what they've given me is a yellow cake with chocolate frosting, and I'm okay, this is chocolate cake. It is not
But then
fudge cake, which
that
yes is
place
chocolate
needs to be
cake
shut
with
down.
fudge frosting, which was the other debate. If it doesn't have fudge, and is it a fudge? If it doesn't have fudge, it's still a fudge cake. I think if it's double chocolate, a lot of people would still call that a fudge
Oh, fuck,
cake.
I don't want all that. What the fuck do I have to do all that shit? Listen, okay.
Because you keep on being
Look,
dumb.
There is.
Cam was nice while it lasted. Man, imagine if we got taken out by chocolate cake right now. This is the hill I'm dying on. Yellow cake with chocolate frosting is a version of chocolate cake. Is it the chocolate cake that I want? No.
Hang on.
But
hang on. I'm gonna fucking do this to shut
I
you
hope
up.
you guys know right after this, I'm going to the grocery store and I will be getting cookies and cream cake because now we've talked about cake for too long.
Hang on here. I'm gonna shut you up right now, right here, right now.
Hold on. What about ice cream cake? What kind of cake is ice cream cake? Okay. What kind of
Hey,
cake?
whoa, hush. Hey, Deb, you're on the internet here.
You're on that.
Your friend, your little friend. Let me ask you a question. If a yellow cake with chocolate icing on it, what type of cake is that?
It's a chocolate cake.
If you
It's
make
a yellow cake with chocolate icing.
yeah, so what? Okay, so if someone says to you, chocolate cake, what does that mean?
To me, it is a chocolate cake.
Well, no, you got to be specific. What does that mean?
Chocolate ice and chocolate cake mix.
There you go. You heard it from the. Listen, thank you so much.
Okay.
I'm saying both can be true.
No, it can't. You are categorically and argumentatively wrong.
You're just being a contrarian.
I feel like you guys have way
You
too
have
narrow a
said- no, no,
definition
no, no,
for chocolate
no,
cake.
no.
Because you guys are acting like
you
the
have
cake is what we're
said-
talking about. We're talking about the cake. We're talking about the whole thing. The whole thing, icing with cake is also a cake, and the whole thing
you
is still
can
a
have
chocolate cake.
You can have a cake and have 0 icing on it.
Correct, but that's not what we're talking about here. If
you
you're
guys
telling me
said
a yellow cake with no frosting, obviously I can't call that a chocolate cake.
Yes, K-Huck, that was Mrs. Riff, because Gigi has said, because she's had conversations, how smart she is, how wonderful she is, how she puts things to where she can understand. My wife just told you everything that I just told you, and you're still arguing. No, you're wrong.
I didn't say you were wrong. I'm saying I am also right.
No, you're not.
You guys are just trying to be exclusionary here. I'm saying we're the hug box labeled for years now. We can all be correct here. I'm saying when I say cake, I am referring to the entire structure of the cake. Cake plus frosting, not
Then why
the
are
cake
you only
portion of
taking
it.
the frosting into account?
I'm not only taking the frosting into account, I'm taking into account what you visually see. If I walk into a bakery and the frosting is brown, it's a chocolate cake to me.
It's a yellow
chocolate
cake on
cake
the
to me.
inside. It's not. It's not. It's not a chocolate
Scott
cake.
agrees with me. Hell yeah. I got one spouse. I got one of the spouses. Seth, call your boyfriend. Let's settle this.
He grew up with a Florida education. He doesn't count.
You know, as I also am from Florida, so this might explain some things, actually.
All right, chat, I put a poll up there. We'll let chat.
I don't care what chat says. Let me tell you whose opinion who would have to tell me that this is literally Jesus. Literally Jesus. And guess what? I think Jesus wouldn't care. Jesus is my homeboy.
Listen here. We have 6 votes out of the 10 people that are currently watching this. All 6 of them, 100% says if the cake is white with icing is chocolate, what type of cake is? 100% says it's a white cake with chocolate icing, not a chocolate cake.
If you're being specific, then yes, but that is not what we're talking about.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you something. If I go to somebody's
if you go to a bakery and there are cakes in the stand and all you have is the whole cake, the whole thing, the outside of the cake, and the outside of the cake is brown.
Jesus is
what kind of cake is that, Riv?
That it's a chocolate cake.
You're gonna say it's a chocolate cake.
It's a yellow cake with chocolate icing.
I'm going.
Damn.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you something.
I've been slain. Jesus has said that it's not. So
has said that is a yellow cake with chocolate icing.
Shit.
Let me just tell you something.
I'm a limit of my word. So.
Gigi, let me just tell you something.
Thank you, Jesus.
I don't know.
Thank you,
Maybe
Jesus.
where you grew up and where you went to bakeries to buy shit, maybe they just whatever willy-nilly that shit. But here where I grew up, and if you went, first of all, we don't go to fucking bakeries and buy cakes, but we make them ourselves. But if somebody says, "Do you want a chocolate? Would you like a piece of cake?" I say, "What kind of cake is it?" If they tell me it's chocolate, when that slice of cake comes in front of me, that fucker better be chocolate. Not chocolate icing, chocolate cake. The icing does not determine what type of cake it is. The cake, what the actual cake is made of is
if I gave you a cake that did not have frosting, you would say that isn't a cake. I feel like I'm sure there are cakes that don't have frosting. I know there are cakes that don't have frosting.
Sure.
But there is a thing you think about with cake. What I am
Why are
saying.
you making this argument then?
Huh? What do you mean?
If there are no, like
somebody
there are
had to. What do you
without
mean?
Icing.
Somebody had to. So,
You
so
know
if
there are
this would have
cakes
gone
without
nowhere.
icing. Why
We
are
all
you
just
making
agreed.
the argument?
I'm making the argument because linguistically speaking, they're both still chocolate cakes.
Gigi, we had 100%.
I love you.
100% of the
you're
chat.
retarded.
100% of the chat said that it is a white cake with chocolate icing. 100%. You didn't even get a pity vote. I'm sorry. You
Here's
are.
what I'll say to you, Rev. If more people had stood up in 1940s Germany for what was right versus for what the majority pressured them into, we might live in a different world today, Rev.
But they were right. They were right, Gigi.
And on that note,
Gigi, I honestly, truthfully, I don't even know where to go here. I don't. All I do know is this: as if we ever meet up, if you offer me a piece of cake, I am going to be so fucking anal about what type of cake it is, what type of icing it is, so that I know
You know what I'm
it
gonna
is.
do, Riv? I'm gonna buy 2 cakes. I'm gonna make 2 cakes, and one of them is going to have yellow cake on the inside, and the other one is going to have chocolate cake on the inside. I'm gonna put them both in front of you, and then I'm gonna ask you which one is the chocolate cake. And you're not gonna fucking know because from the outside they're both gonna be chocolate cakes. Thank you. I rest my case.
You're wrong. You're so wrong. I don't understand why you're being so pig-headed about this.
I'm allowed. First of all, everyone else on this podcast has gotten to go all over the internet and leak DMs and say the slurs and yell at e-girls for no reason.
Oh, I had a fucking reason
This
to
is my
yell
time.
at that cunt. I had a fucking reason to yell at that cunt. Don't even come at me. Don't.
I appreciate that because you've been yelling at so many e-girls, we don't even know which one you're talking about right now.
Oh,
It's
they know.
non-specific.
No, I've only yelled at one. I've only yelled at one e-girl. And look at you actually have gotten Seth so frazzled right now. She looks like she's ready to cry.
Hmm?
Are you happy with yourself, Gigi?
You know, I feel like because, again, Seth is an old head, there'd be many people who would be very impressed with my ability to do this. I feel like I'm going to get some club invites after this.
An old head?
She called you an old bitch is basically what she just did. She basically just called you an
what
old
Riv
bitch.
called you. Oh, so Riv can call you an old head, but if I do it, it's a problem. Wow.
I said no. OG, not an old head. She's an OG.
Oh, my bad. Okay, my bad. Jeez.
Oh my God. Listen.
Can we end the
Chat.
show? I have places to be, man.
Chat.
Yeah,
Chat.
can we end the show? But
Chat.
I don't want to be here with this.
What you just witnessed the last 20, 30
I'm gonna
minutes.
have a cake. I'm gonna have a cake.
I
for the
literally
next episode. You guys
have
watch.
to
I don't
deal
know
with
when it'll
her
be.
about shit like this almost like 2 to 3 times a week. I have to have these type of, and you wonder why. If one of these days I just disappear because of an aneurysm, Gigi killed me. Gigi literally killed me. And you have my permission
so adamant
to go
about
at
being
her.
wrong. So adamant about being wrong.
To be,
Crazy.
you know what I mean? In the face
Hey.
of adversity, somebody has to stand strong.
Yeah. On that note, I've loved my time with you girls this evening. I've missed hanging out with you. And thank you guys for all putting, especially Seth, getting up in the middle of the night to join us tonight. I appreciate that. Pizzle, thank you for coming out of retirement. We've missed you too.
Yeah. Thank you.
And Gigi, of course, as always.
As always.
So anything you guys want to say closing before we get out of here tonight?
See you guys in like 3 months.
Gigi was wrong. Gigi was wrong.
Gigi's never been wrong.
Yeah.
You've never been more wrong.
She doesn't know nothing about cakes.
No, okay, for the record, I was wrong. Remember that one time where I was like, guys, it's gonna be so super chill if we talk about this. That was the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That was the last time I chose a topic. I was a little worried.
That was it, because I told you in the chat that I'll kill someone over this.
Yeah.
She did say that.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, guys, let's see. You can catch Seth every once in a while. She calls in on my morning shows and harasses me, but she's not really doing anything else of importance in her life. I don't know what's wrong with her. She's just lazy. I don't know what the fuck's her problem is. She won't make content. Gigi left the internet because she got bullied once and she started crying, and now she'll only be on the internet if I'm here to protect her, which was a bad mistake because she decided to die on Cake Hill 2025. So she's the umbrella is removed.
This is
I will not
Cake
protect
Gate
her anymore.
2025.
And then Pizzo disappeared. I don't know. She got married, and all of a sudden she became a hermit. She doesn't call into calls, shows no more. She doesn't make content no more. I don't know what the hell her problem is either. I'm the only one still doing things.
I got bullied.
She's
too
working
much.
on stuff. You know, a lot of people have things percolating. So I feel like
Well, you guys need to shit or get off the pot.
I am working on the most phenomenal project ever, and I said that it would be done this week. It's not. Maybe next week.
Are
It's
you
not gonna be
editing?
done
Is
this
this
week.
something that you have to edit?
Yeah.
6 months.
No, it's not. It won't be 6 months. It'll be
At
next
least 6
week.
months.
It'll be next week.
Okay. All right.
oh,
It's
that's a
not-
deadline, Pizzle.
It's not.
That's a
It's
deadline.
literally gonna be like possibly a 6-hour video.
Okay. All right. So can we end this in agreement that we all love each other?
Yeah.
I mean, we'll say that
No.
because we're live right now,
we
but
love
you.
we won't know the truth until our DMs leak in like 2 weeks.
I'll do it.
Yeah,
then-
we
I
know
mean,
you will.
What
Pizzle,
I
we
really
know
meant
you-
was Seth will do it, but I'll take responsibility for it.
Oh my god.
The classic Pizzle Seth combo.
Yeah.
The snake combo.
I'm so funny.
You can't call yourself funny.
Yes, you can. She's Pizzle. Pizzle can do whatever the hell she wants to do.
Shit. I
All
want
right,
to.
we're out of here, guys. Listen, thank every one of you guys for that watched us live, and the VOD squad that catches us later on. We love you. Glad we still. When will we do this again? I don't know, but you can tell we actually
Never.
we have
Never.
fun when we do this. So anyway, you guys remember.
do.
Your powder dry.
Remember, guys, keep your powder dry. And we'll see you in the funny papers. We're out of here.
Yo, pulled up to the set when I heard that brutal sound of the bass. Start to